SIMS system is a students information management system, and the whole idea about SIMS is that MUST needs to have a system that is homegrown, that is able to solve the problems, because if the innovators are within MUST, they'll probably understand the challenges MUST has rather than depending on third-party applications, which we have tried from 2015, but still the problems are still there. They haven't yet really solved the problem to zero. And we think that if these innovations come from within, they will address some of the issues that we have as an institution. So we did get a funding from CITT that has pushed us to this level. And we are now at a level where we are running a prototype. We are doing a pilot. We are running it with the first years. And we think that by the time the academic year ends, we will have tested it to see whether this system can take up all the processes and the activities that are within the university, so that we can even cut on the cost. Because where the university is spending a lot of money paying third parties, we think that this money can be saved and maybe channeled to other activities or beef up the team that is developing this system. So I am going to run a quick demo to show you how the system works, and then of course we'll get feedback. So the system is, the design, the architecture is meant to have, it has an interface that used by staff. Then we also have an interface used by students community. We also have an application portal for students who really want to apply and join the university. So this is the staff portal that you're seeing here. It has quite a number of modules. You can see this is settings. Under settings, that's where we profile master data about the institution. We create user accounts for staff members. Then we have what we call campus manager. This is used to profile university programs, faculties, departments, and so on. So the beauty with this is that we have some advancements that we have put. Recently, remember when there was an issue with National Council where the universities probably didn't know, or they did not take it serious, that programs time for accreditation has elapsed. But what we have done here, we have added some advanced features that can assist deans of faculties and heads of departments. For instance, when programs accreditation is about to expire, it will quickly notify. You can even configure it and say maybe a month two or a year two, send an alert to maybe the deans or the person responsible, so they begin to work on this. We also, of course, profile courses. We know that this information is later needed at max entry. It also has a high capabilities to configure administration at faculty levels. For instance, you can profile and know who is the current dean. You can also check and know who was the dean maybe 10 years ago, and heads of departments and so on. And the reason for this is that as the system works, because it helps the system to run, for instance, we have some points, let's say when marks are being approved, we want to know who is the dean that is going to approve marks, who is the head of department. So all this is profiled within the system. And then we go on to look at another module. We have a university calendar. University calendar is it's more of a timer. It helps the system know when activities are meant to run. For instance, when does the academic year start? When does it end? And so such configurations, they also help the system also, but also the university, how it runs, because we know like when students report, they are supposed to enroll and register. So the university calendar it has those configurations. So for instance, if let's say registration is supposed to begin on 6th of August and someone wants to register a month after, then the system will not allow. Those activities are under that. Then we talk about grading scale. Most systems we've had, they have had a challenge in doing the grading scale. You will find, let's say, of course, a university they are dynamic institutions. Grading scales change, from time to time. So you will find that a grading scale that was used, let's say in 2010, it has now changed. So the current systems we were using, they didn't have this kind of technique. You'd either find that maybe you've added a record and then it was applied to an older grading scale. Then you see students making noise here and there. And so here we have built such techniques to be able to, help this data be managed very well. Then there is a finance module. So this finance module, we know that students pay money to the university, but more so to that, it is also collected by URA. So this system has been integrated with URA. A student simply goes to the student portal, generate a reference number, they go to the bank, pay in the bank, and then URA notifies SIMS that this student has paid. And once that has been done, a student can go on and access other services like registration, examination cards, or processes that are tagged to payments. This has been also been done. We also have admissions module. The admissions, it works together with the application portal. So this, of course, mainly this is used by Office of Academic Registrar. We are able to manage schemes, advertise the schemes. We let the public know that MUST is receiving applications. And of course, after that, we also go into the admission process to know who is qualified for this program, depending on the grades that they acquired. And this is work that is also in progress because we want to integrate this with UNEB. And we think that the next call for admissions, we should also be able to run a pilot and see how this responds. We also have what we call SIC Manager. SIC Manager, what it does, it helps the institution manage students' information, the biodata, the registration process, the producing IDs and so on. It's all here. For instance, if you needed a student's biodata at any given point, you can get students' biodata. If you wanted to know students' registration status, reports and statistics, you can all find this one here. Interest of time, I'm going to also take you through Results Manager. Now, what do we find under Results Manager? This is what I was talking about. When students enroll, lecturers are able to enter marks at convenience once courses have been assigned. But also, the Office of Academic Registrar is able to get this information in real time. Heads of departments, deans of faculty, and so on. For instance, if a dean maybe wanted to see how the student is performing, all they need is to come and get a student's reg number, a student's registration number. Of course, the reason why we are doing this, because we know that this is data that deans also need to run their faculties, to run their day-to-day business. For instance, a student comes and says, I want to apply for internship, or a head of department, you should be able to help a student, maybe give them a testimonial, give level reports, maybe presented at Senate and so on, and also in faculty boards. And then we have document processing. Maybe let me show document processing. We have academic transcripts, we have certificates, and what we have done, there is something unique that we have added. Let me see. Okay, there's something unique that we are building. That is the serializing the academic documents. Let's say if one asks what was the first transcript that was generated at MUST, we probably, maybe now we don't have a serial number, but we think that starting from when this goes into implementation, we should be able to track that, to know that this transcript has been presented, and we can verify it on top of adding other technologies like QR codes and so on. We also have a student portal. Like I said, this system, the staff do not work alone. They are giving a service to students. And to simplify the work, we have also built a student portal. What do we find under the student portal? There are three major key functionalities that we have put here. One is enrollment, because when students come, they are supposed to declare that yes, they are around, they have reported. So the first thing they will do is to go to the system and enroll. Once enrollment has been done, they are able to view enrollment track. What courses have I registered for? I had a retake here and there. Have I registered it? They are able to do that in the student portal. But also at the same time, when enrollment has been triggered, the system bills the student that yes, you have said you're around, So tuition for this semester is 1 million. And then if they want to go ahead and make payments in the bank, we have put provisions to allow them generate payment reference numbers. For instance, now this is really real time. Depending on, because we know students sometimes they do not have all their money at once, so we have provided different options. If you have all the money, you can say, yes, I have all the money, I would like to pay all my outstanding invoices. If I don't have, maybe I have 500 to deposit. You go there, then you specify and say, I only want to pay 100,000. And then there are students who also get funding from other institutions. Maybe they want to, the institution has given money, so they want to deposit it on their account and then use it as the semester goes by. There is a provision for depositing money on the student's account. Then also they are also able to track the payment reference numbers they have generated. Maybe like this PRN that was generated on that date, maybe they want to check and find out whether URA received the money. They will still go ahead and do that, and then they're able to get feedback. Say, and this is real time with the URA portal. Yes. So this is.
What security features do you have?
So security. Yes, for security feature that we have here is that for each student has a portal, they have a username and password, which is also known to themselves. And every time there is a change, we do send notifications to their email addresses.
And for staff?
For staff,
Entries?
yes, for staff, max entry, we have a two authentication system. Let me go and show you. So under results entry, for instance, once a lecturer has been assigned a course, they're able to see a list of courses that are given, maybe in a given semester. So at max upload 1, you have logged in. It means you have your username and password. That is the first step. But before you upload max, we generate another security token, which we send to your email or the phone.
Will the system notify somebody else that I have logged in to upload the results?
So what we do at course assignment, once a course has been assigned to you, let's say a lecturer, you'll get a notification that you have this course assigned to you in this semester.
To upload or change any results.
So for
Somebody else get a notification.
so logging in, no one else gets a notification. You, the user, you get to know because it is your account.
Maybe there is an administrator. There's a log of all systems.
Oh.
Okay, it will show that I logged in at this time and I did this.
Yes.
Oh.
So there's a log that is kept.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Does it also have a staff portal for all staff
So this,
information?
yeah, this is staff portal.
No, for staff information, personal information for staff, records.
Yes, we do profile because we are able to create user accounts for staff members.
So it will
But we do not have the HR component. No, we do not have, but that's something we want to add.
planning to add.
Yes, those are some of the components that we want. So this is a system log. This tracks all activities that happen when someone has logged in, but this is for system
What about
administrators.
for all other university operations?
At the moment, the scope is, yes, that is where we are looking to. Yeah. Mm.
So that we stop the paper-based, those files that are always moving around.
Yes.
So you get rid of those files and you do it electronically. If I'm sitting in my office, somebody will just click, it comes to me.
We have a one-stop center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the beauty about
Maybe you develop another one.
the beauty about
There's somebody working on it. Okay.
Yeah.
There's somebody working on it. Okay, good.
and maybe also the beauty about developing from home is that there are so many capabilities in terms of integrations. So the plan is that maybe in the next 5-10 years, library is integrated, procurement is integrated, and then for you top managers, you have one dashboard where you're able to manage, you're able to see statistics, so we can have procurement here, human resource, Mbara University. Yeah, and the system belongs to the university.
Yeah, we're working with URSB to register.
Backup and cybersecurity.
So for the backup, the university has helped us. We secured servers at Reno. So we have servers where these systems are hosted, but we also have servers where we run daily backups. Backup data.
Somebody can hack into it.
No, the level for now, at the moment, we have implemented the best security standards at the moment. But of course, they change. We keep also upgrading.
All right. Thank you very much.
So here we have another